What's up, Jane? Again, it's your boy Nigel here, back with another reaction video with my boy JV is here. He got another video that this was before he posted the other one with the brands. So this is one called corny TV tropes that pissed him off. I don't know what. Let me see what he's talking about TV tropes. Like I said, guys, I'm still working on the schedule here. Give me some time. I'm taking YouTube seriously. It's just I've been a little bit busy, so. It's gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna keep being consistent. I gotta keep up more ideas. So here's the thing: for the person who dropped a comment, I'm gonna start doing these from now on. For a person who drops a comment in my video, will be shouted out in my next one, and I would talk, and I would, you know what I'm saying, be shouted out, and follow them on Instagram or whatever social media platform they prefer. Cause I'm active, but let's go. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. We are active here. We almost at 600 subscribers, I think. We getting there. Try to hit that. The big goal is 1,000, and thank God. Let's keep going.
Cliches that are overdone, cheesy, corny, or just flat out stupid. I'll admit that this video's list is a little short, but very passionate. All of these tropes piss the fuck out of me.
What is trope? Sometimes a trope. A trope is a type of stereotypical situation or mannerism of a character that is commonly used in its setting or genre. A common trope is the rise and falling of the monster in a classic gangster film. This trope often features a statutory trope of a raising gangster buying new clothes. What the fuck?
Piss the fuck out of me! Sometimes they even ruin the entire movie or show. But that's on the extreme level. And actually, that's where we're about to start. The first trope being plot. Now, I understand why this is a necessary plot device. You don't want the main character getting killed off in the second episode. I get it, but it gets to a fucking point. The worst offender of this being Stranger Things. They've recently aired their final season, and I'm gonna use them as the perfect example. Now, for a show with mercy.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Wait, I ain't watched Stranger Things. Yeah, I never watched it, so this one will not be a spoiler to me.
Interdimensional monsters and shit taking over the world, it has really never been known to kill established fan favorites. Quite literally throughout its 5 seasons, the only characters that have died and showed up in more than one singular season are 2 antagonists. That's it. And there's definitely not a problem finding a character to kill. The main cast is like 50 fucking people at this point. It's starting to look like the damn Avengers. But instead of killing any of them, every single season like clockwork, they come up with a new character instead that's basically the season sacrifice to try to drive up the show's stakes. It feels fucking cheap, and it is so incredibly obvious that this show's too scared to even lay a finger on the main cast. Instead, they only kill off newly introduced ones, or side characters, or background characters. Like, that's some pussy ass shit, and I'm tired of it. But you wanna know what pisses me off even more is how the plot armor itself happens in the show. Every single time a main character's in danger, is about to die, every single time, they very conveniently get saved at the last moment, even if it realistically doesn't make any sense. But I'm not saying But I'm not saying a main character should die every time they're placed in danger. But this show constantly does this bullshit, and not once have the villains succeeded. It takes the danger out of the show. It makes the threats look like a complete joke. Every time the show tries to build up tension in one of those scenes, I literally couldn't give a fuck! Because I already know the main cast is coming out unharmed. And then there's the fake outs, and this show just loves to play with my balls. Whenever I think this show's about to stop being on that Winnie Hood Jr. bullshit, they manage to disappoint me every single time. And I fall for it like a chud every single time. But I hear the counter argument, oh, a show shouldn't have to kill off beloved characters in order to have stakes. And you're right. The real problem is the stupidly excessive amount of plot armor these characters have. You're telling me a group of dumbass kids somehow survive the events of the show while hundreds of trained military soldiers get flicked like a booger on the wall. And there are so many examples of this show having no mercy on background characters. The Demogorgon, the Demodogs, and Vecna are all vicious killing machines against others, but when it comes to named characters, they turn fucking stupid. They quite literally get nerfed. Like, I know you see the difference between these 2 scenes. They're the same creatures, by the way. So explain that. But I really do feel like season 5 amplified the plot armor issue for me. I came into this final season expecting the most tragic deaths, and can you really blame me? The writers of this show themselves are hyping it up to no tomorrow, saying it was gonna be a dark Christmas. And guess what? It was the happiest ending of all time. The one character that quote unquote died was left up to viewer interpretation. That's how pussy the show is. They don't even have the balls to kill one of the main characters during the very final moments of the show. And you know, they're real lucky I wasn't one of the main writers. I would have had 5 massacre scenes. But on a real note,
people were telling me that the season 5 was the worst season that certain things is, because they'll do like little this how they was rating it with the flaming horse thing. Season 1, 2, 3, 4 got all the flaming horse bodies right here. But when you get to season 5, that shit died. It had no flame. It was terrible. People was mad. And I thought the Demogorgon was like supposed to be like the main freaking monster. But it's multiple because it's like a lot. And they did not like that. They need to do like they need to redo that whole season. Not every whole season, to redo the ending. Like how My Hero doing that whole thing right now. Because My Hero did it like that was terrible.
Really thinking about it, it's not the plot armor itself that I have a real issue with. It's the plot armor that feels cheap. And Stranger Things is the perfect example of that.
Oh shit.
Now this next trope is a little something for my anime fans, and it is something that immediately softens my penis.
What?
Now I just want to let something be clear. I'm not at all a huge anime connoisseur. I've only ever watched a few animes, and the first one I ever watched was High School DxD. And that was directly followed up by Naruto. Now, I'm really stretching the definition of trope, but I'm still gonna talk about it because I see it in almost every anime I watch, and it pisses me off a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It's those fuck-ass anime expressions. Like, for example, when the main character, and it's almost always the main character, where they pause for a bit, and then they do that cheesy-ass smile with their eyes closed, then they do that little chuckle, like, oh, in bonus points if they have a long, awkward pause of silence right afterwards. Like, I don't know what it is, but this shit is poop. Like, I know it's an animation, so it's a little exaggerated, but I still find it cringe. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I get flashbangs with the thought of someone unironically doing this bullshit in real life. I don't know. And it's not just this particular smile. It's really any exaggerated emotions, like when they go, duh, or like, huh? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. And what pisses me off the most is how in some animes, the characters are constantly moaning and grunting after every little action. Like, it gets to the point where I'm putting in earbuds or else it'll seem like I'm watching Japanese porn. And let's not talk about the anime girls. They're always like...
I can understand what he's saying. I can understand what he's saying because I was watching first anime. Nah, it's not. This is actually my first rom-com anime I kind of take an interest in. Besides the one I watched, Yuri on Ice. That was not my first one. Yuri on Ice was a trial, right? But this one is called Citrus. It's two girls that become sisters. One's like a goofy one, like an outgoing one, and one's like the strict rule one. Bro, there was a lot of little moaning like and like all the type of poses and shit. I mean, it's fucking hilarious. I don't mind it. Like when he says it's cringe. Yeah, it's in public. It's gonna be cringy as shit. Cause you play that shit out loud around people that don't like that type of stuff, like don't like or don't never heard it. They gonna look at you weird. Like me personally, I watch anime in public, like, but I try to like put the headphones in. I ain't. But for overall, I don't care for the anime expressions. I just don't care. I mean, it's not. Some parts do be cringy, some parts don't. It just I mean, I'm in the middle. I just don't care. The Naruto smile, I can't hate on that. That shit peak. Some of the main characters be peak with it.
I low-key did that shit too well. But I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, I might be nitpicking here a little bit. I know it's a stylistic choice to make the characters moan after every little step they take, but I don't like it.
Why the fuck is Gideon booty so fucking juicy, bro?
Stupid characters in horror movies go together like peanut butter and jelly. And you wanna know why? It's because a lot of these movies are low-key survivable. If you're not a complete fucking idiot. A lot of the times, the horror villains will be teasing a little bit, doing some foreplay before they finally show up. Lights turn off and flicker, the character may catch a glimpse of the monster, stuff starts moving on its own, and they just completely fucking ignore all of that. Like, what? Okay, like, that's just natural selection, and it's hard to feel bad. Because if I was in their place, if anything remotely suspicious happens, if so much as a damn light turns off for a millisecond, I am getting the hell out of there ASAP! You know, and the thing that makes it worse is that a decent amount of the time, the movie will take place in a location where you just know that shit is about to go down. Abandoned buildings, the middle of nowhere, a family home with a history of 50 bodies! You couldn't make it any more obvious to the character that they're next, yet they still act flabbergasted when they're chased by the boogeyman. But what about the times when a character does actually know that something is up, but their dumbass still decides to stay in the location, or even worse, investigate? Like, come on, bro. This shit isn't Scooby-Doo, and you ain't no damn hero. Just who do you think you are? But I get it, this is to advance the plot, of course, but realistically, nobody is doing this bullshit. You don't even know what the hell you're up against. Quite literally, anyone with common sense would not put themselves in this situation.
You ain't lying, because you think I'm gonna be Like, if my door shuts right now in this room, I'm gonna bust down this door. I'm busting down this door no matter what. I am getting the heck out of here. I will find something. I will go out that window. I don't give a crap if my door randomly shuts. I see something move or crawl, jump out the window. I'll kill it.
Long as villain monologues. You know, when the villain is explaining their entire plan or motive to the hero. Now, usually this ain't too bad. It doesn't really bother me personally, but what really does piss me off is when the villain has the hero captured, has them subdued, has them submissive, and instead of finishing the damn job, he starts fucking yapping. And this almost always goes in hand with plot armor, where the villain just won't shut the fuck up, and he talks just long enough for the hero to get saved or somehow escape. It's complete bullshit, and I especially hate it when this dumbass shit happens in the end game, the final battle, and that's how the battle finally turns around. It's lazy and stupid. Like, come on, bro. Just write a competent villain. Movies are no strangers to reusing the same cheesy lines, and I'm not gonna lie, most of them don't really bother.
Like, oh my bad, hold on. He get on the next part. So basically, when the villain starts yapping about their plans and shit, I don't mind that. That shit don't bother me at all. But I can tell. Well, you can kind of tell when they yap. Like, you just start yapping. I'm like, come on, bro, just fight me, or just start your plan, so I can just go ahead and beat the crap out of you. Like, I can't say that bothers me. I don't know. That one's like a little shaky right there. I mean, it don't really bother me. Let's say they yap for so long that, yeah, it bothers me.
Bother me as well. You got the classic lines like, we got company, that are low-key a little tough. Then you got the lines that are a little cringy like, oh, they're right behind me, aren't they? Overused, but harmless at the end of the day. Then you got stupid ass lines that actually impact the viewing experience. One example being, there's no time to explain. And guess what? There is almost always time to explain. Even if there's not, you can walk and talk. Like, it gets on my damn nerves how easily they can catch the other character up, yet we just choose not to, simply to drive up the stakes. Especially if we as an audience don't even know what the hell's going on yet. Like, if this was a real life or death situation, you want to take those 20 seconds to explain. Then we got another line that I want to take a little bit of a shit on. When the villain says, you and I are not so different. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of hearing this fuck ass line. I just gotta roll my eyes whenever I hear this bullshit, cause sometimes it's not even in the slightest bit true. You can literally have a villain who kicks babies for fun and a hero who wouldn't hurt a summer ant, and this shitty ass line would still be said. Now, I get it, there are times where this line does work. The hero and the villain have a similar history, but sometimes this shit is just said for the sake of the villain having something to say. Now, this last trope, we've all seen it. The stereotypical bully or jock giving wedgies, throwing weak-ass insults, and shoving nerds into lockers. Now, I just want to say, movies and shows probably use these stereotypes in order to not depict realistic bullying. I get it, but I'm still gonna make fun of it. Now, these stereotypes probably did happen back in the 80s, but if these types of bullies were to exist in today's age, bro, they would be the victim. If you give someone a wedgie today, you'd probably be labeled a fucking freak. Same thing with the insults. If you were to call someone a 4 eyes today, I don't know, they might just call you a slur. And here's the thing, the Disney Channel type of shows can get away with this type of trope because it fits right in. But there's other times when this trope just sticks out like a sore thumb. And I'm sorry to use this as an example again, but Stranger Things. Dog, I need to stop talking shit about this show. Yo, on God, this fandom might skin me alive if I keep talking shit. But anyways, this show's lines have always been kind of cheesy, and it makes sense. The main cast was like fucking 5 during the earlier seasons, so the stereotypical bullies were realistic because the main party were still young kids. But fast forward to season 5, the actors are like 30 years old or something. The characters they're supposed to be playing are 16 or 17, basically high school seniors, and they're still facing stereotypical bullies that shove them into lockers. Like, you can't be fucking for real. I get it, it's the 80s, but these bullies, I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers are super seniors. Like, there's just no way anybody's acting like this at that grown ass age. You know what I'm saying? But the entire bully scene was poopy as shit. I respect the actors for going along with this because I would have walked the hell out. Ain't no fucking way I'm bringing this shitty ass script to life. Not only that, when you're watching the scene, you can just tell that the directors probably thought this shit was tough. It's not.
Yeah, if you touch Dustin again, I'll kick them so hard they'll pop like water balloons.
I say kick away. Stop this meathead from reproducing and further infecting the world with his unique brand of idiocy.
What the fuck? Nah, that's nasty. But W video though. I have to watch Stranger Things, but I know the bully thing is very crazy. We'll look at some comments. Let's see what they be saying. See you in 6 months. They talk about Javius, bro, because he barely posts. He posted like 2 videos or 3, I think. They just talking about his freaking upload schedule. I don't even know. Yeah, the money thing. Anyway, when you oh my god, I'm sounding like a freak. It don't bother me, but it in some way. When I'm watching this shit in public with no headphones on, I mean, I'm gonna get looks at it, but I'm like, oh shit, they gonna think I'm watching the P word. But I'm not. It's a girl who just gets so excited, just makes that noise. My gate. It don't, like I said, it don't bother me. I was gonna get off topic. What does it say? With Syndrome, it makes sense. His whole motive is because he felt Mr. Grover had him as a portrayed him as a kid, and he wanted to understand that everything Syndrome has done is his fault. Syndrome definitely is one of them kids. He was telling the story. He was like, I think but was he fully yapping though? Was Syndrome yapping? You can't forget he takes a long monologue back after Mr. Girl trying to jump him. Damn, I forgot about this movie for so long. I remember that he was kidnap him. He tells him about his plans, all that stuff. Yada yada yada. My brother's a psychopath. Yeah, he did monologue. I'm not gonna lie. I think he did. Dude's ball must have been made out of. I love the anime smile though. It warms my heart. I like this one. All y'all are cool people, bro. In this comment, y'all are cool. He likes the freaking thing. All y'all cool in this video. But hey, like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.